Hi guys, welcome to Counterpoints. My name is Connor, and today we're going to be breaking down the final confrontation in the Acolyte. The Acolyte was heavily criticized when it first came out, but I think there's some gems in here worth taking a look at. My breakdowns are supposed to be watched in order, but in case you need it, here's a refresher. The planet of Brendok was destroyed in a hyperspace disaster, but was reborn by a concentration in the Force known as a Nexus or Virgins. A witch cult used the Force Nexus to birth a pair of twins, effectively one soul split into two identical bodies. A Jedi investigation discovered this witchcraft, and against orders from the Jedi Council tried to take the children into custody. A battle resulted in the death of all the witches except for the twins. May fell from a collapsing bridge and was presumed dead. Osha was taken into the custody of the Jedi. The Jedi mission under Master Zendara lied about the details of the incident so as to avoid sanction from the Council. Osha studied as a Jedi Padawan but failed out of the Academy. May grew up and studied as a Sith Acolyte under Darth Plagueis' apprentice, Kamir. May began a quest of vengeance on the Jedi involved in the Brendok massacre, killing Master Zendara, Master Torban, and was on the way to kill Jedi Master Kelnaka when she decided to turn herself in, hoping to reunite with her sister. In an ensuing battle, Kamir killed Kelnaka, a slew of Jedi Knights, and almost killed May. Kamir was on the verge of killing Jedi Master Sol before being carried away by monstrous bugs. Sol is knocked out, allowing the twins to speak for the first time since their family was killed. May begs Osha to flee with her, but Osha rejects her. Fueled by a fresh hatred for the Jedi, May knocks out Osha and takes her place, hoping to get close to Sol before killing him. Osha wakes up in the care of the stranger, who hopes to recruit her as a new Sith student. She is surprisingly receptive to this offer. Sol wishes to come clean about the details of the Brendok massacre, but will turn himself over to the Jedi Council on his own terms. He travels to Brendok, hoping to prove the Force Nexus through the existence of the twins, justifying his actions and the actions of his fallen team. During the journey to Brendok, he discovers that May is impersonating Osha, and she flees to the surface. Osha rejects being trained as a Sith, but Kamir takes her to Brendok, hoping to kill Master Sol and recruit Osha to his side. This sets up the final conflict.
Thank you for leading me to her. We make a great team.
I will destroy you if I must.
Not if she gets you first.
Now you pay for what you've done.
Oh, they're not here for me.
It is a crying shame that the plot of the Acolyte is a mess, because I genuinely think the new lightsaber fights are solid and the incorporation of hand-to-hand combat was inspired. Sol proves an impressive blade master able to keep up with Kamir's frenetic attacks and even comes close to killing Kamir. A Jedi squad arrives, putting more pressure on the duel. May is able to attack and disarm Sol, but doesn't wish to kill him. Instead, she begs him to admit his crimes not just to her, but to the Jedi Council. Osha overhears Sol's confession, prompting a confrontation between a student and her master, an orphan child, and her father figure.
Yes. I did.
Is that true?
I was protecting you. It was the right thing to do.
If it was the right thing to do, why didn't you tell the Jedi?
Without May, there was no proof you were created in this way.
Why didn't you tell me?
They would have sent you away. You were too old to train. They never would have let you become a Jedi. I did what I thought was best for you. Of course, I wanted to tell you so many times, but I couldn't.
Stop talking.
I kept this from you, so you could have the life you'd always dreamed of. I did everything because I love...
Stop talking.
It's okay.
Osha's trauma, resentment, and rage comes to a boil. Osha is furious that Sol killed her mother. Osha is furious that Sol and the Jedi lied to her about the Brendok massacre. Osha is furious that her trauma prevented her from becoming a Jedi. Osha is furious that she was rejected by those she thought would be her salvation. Osha is furious that she was used to hunt her own sister. Osha is furious that whatever life she and her sister could have had has been robbed of her for a decade. With this rage, Osha strangles Sol to death and bleeds the Kyber crystal of the lightsaber. Red is not a natural color for lightsabers, as Kyber is attuned to the light side of the Force. Jedi who go on the Gathering quest to find their Kyber will have blades that reflect their energy in the Force. Common colors are blue, green, and gold. In order to turn a lightsaber red, a Force-sensitive being has to pour their hatred, resentment, rage, and darkness into the crystal, breaking its will to their own. It normally takes days of willpower to break a Kyber red, but in this instance, Osha's sense of betrayal, loss, and anger is enough to both kill her adoptive father and bleed the lightsaber. Osha is filled with sadness, anger, guilt, and hatred, and she no longer wishes to be a servant of the Republic or of the Jedi. She wishes to serve herself. May does not wish to be a Sith, but cannot be allowed back into the hands of the Jedi, having seen Kamir's face. Kamir mind wipes May, so she is of no use to the Jedi and escapes with Osha. Master Vernestra arrives with a squad of Jedi finding a dead Master Soul and a catatonic May. While she knows that there is more to the story, she decides to bury the Brendok massacre, the slaughter of a dozen Jedi Knights, and the potential return of the Sith. It is implied that Kamir was once Master Vernestra's Padawan, but she attacked him with her lightsaber whip and left him for dead, adding another layer of darkness to this tale. The Jedi Order is under pressure from the Senate for transparency, but Master Vernestra does not wish to invite shame or investigations on the Order. She blames the whole series of events on Jedi Master's soul so that it can remain an internal enclosed Jedi matter. The final episode shows Master Vernestra telling Master Yoda about the cover-up, showing that Master Yoda knew of the return of the Sith before the rise of Darth Sidious. Truth be told, there are elements of the Acolyte I liked. As I mentioned, some of the fight scenes and choreography were good. In particular, I liked the hand-to-hand combat. I thought Master Soul and Jedi Knight Jeki were interesting and fierce characters. I thought the transition of Kamir from a fool to a Sith Lord was a bit awkward, but once he was unveiled, he was a force of nature. There were a lot of meandering plot points and then storytelling and awkward pacing, but there were also a lot of interesting themes explored. The Jedi Order acting as police was interesting. The realities of the galaxy demanding that they be morally gray was cool. The Sith using freedom as a pretext to bring down the idealism of the Jedi. The fear of losing external honor of the Jedi causing the Jedi to hide their shames. Lies of omission to serve the greater good. Loyalty to institutions competing with loyalty to people. The paternalism of the Jedi setting this chain reaction in motion. These are all cool ideas worth thinking about, and the moral questions they asked were largely left unanswered. We can see how each character justifies their actions in the name of honor, loyalty, harmony, prestige, or freedom, and how it causes them to hurt others, often while believing they are doing the right thing. While this moral grayness and the sullying of the Jedi infuriated a lot of fans, I actually appreciate the attempt to make more complex and nuanced stories. Like I said, The Acolyte was heavily criticized and deserves a lot of that criticism, but there are a few gems worth looking at. If you like this video and want to support the channel, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, ring the bell for new videos, and comment for the comment gods. Your viewership helps me in the algorithm and is appreciated. If you want to take your support a bit further, please become a YouTube member or support us at patreon.com/counterpoints. Check out the other videos on the channel, support our sponsors, and I'll catch you in the next one. Indeed, weapons are a part of my religion, as this is the way.